I just gotta say, I've been around for a long time. I've
seen things.
I've seen plenty of movies that change who I am and inspire me to make these kinds of videos. Films like both Blade Runner films, The Dark Knight, Empire Strikes Back, The Godfather Part 2. But a few nights ago I can say that I watched a movie which made all those movies look like garbage in comparison. This is a movie so incredible that it made me say, yeah, I don't feel like bigot sandwiches today. I feel like eating some time travel spaghetti.
What you eventually end up with is this. The multiverse.
That movie is The Flash. Without a doubt, the greatest movie ever made. This is a movie with not a single flaw. The CGI is amazing. The acting is Oscar-worthy.
Call 911 now!
The time travel in this movie is 100% accurate. Yeah, I forgot to mention, in terms of time travel, you get so many films and TV shows which have a million plot holes because they simply don't know what the fuck they're doing. Dark on Netflix, a show with near perfect reviews, considered one of the greatest shows ever made. Real physicists have claimed it to be the most realistic interpretation of time travel. Well, I bet they got their physics degree from, quote unquote, doing a favor for their teacher. The Flash has the most accurate depiction of time travel by a mile. Barry Allen / The Flash, played phenomenally by the Oscar-worthy Ezra Miller, wants to figure out a way to stop his mother from being killed and his father getting sent to prison. So he decides to use his super speed to go back in time to stop all these things from happening by making sure his mom doesn't forget canned tomatoes. Now, all the fake The Flash fans whom say this is the Flashpoint arc done poorly are complete dumbasses. The Flash movie does the Flashpoint arc better than any of the comics or the TV show combined. So if you all fake fans want to say that the original source material did it better, I got one word for you. Spaghetti. So when Barry changes these events, he screws up the timeline and is in a universe where he meets an alternate version of himself who never got his powers. But then alternate Barry gets his powers and regular Barry loses his for most of the movie. And in this universe, Superman never made it to Earth in this universe. And General Zod, a brand new villain, is invading Earth and he needs to be stopped. General Zod is my favorite Flash villain ever created. He's got so much screen time and we know so much about him.
This world must die.
Like, when you have such a complex plot, you'd think it would be difficult to introduce a brand new villain and make them so awesome. Well, this movie does it. Both Barry Allens have to go find Bruce Wayne / Batman, as he is the only available Justice League member in this timeline. But it turns out he isn't the Batman who kills people, played by Ben Affleck. He is the Batman who kills people, played by Michael Keaton. Yeah, Keaton is back in this movie, and though it is pretty cool to see him, I personally would have had Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern return instead. So both Flashes have to team up with Keaton's Batman to find Superman so they could stop Zod. But instead they find Girl Superman instead. A flaw I have in this scene is that the enemies they fight are all Russian. That takes away what 2023 society stands for. Personally, I would have a mixture of Russians, Asians, and Warner Brothers executives. So they rescue Girl Superman, who decides to help them stop Zod. So original Flash gets his powers back, and both Flash, Girl Superman, and Batman who kills people, played by Michael Keaton, becomes DC's Fantastic Four. And they go to battle Zod's army.
Zod.
Now, I love it when Zod reveals how he is the one who killed Superman.
What did you do?
Because now we know why Girl Superman takes his place instead. Once again, another moment that makes Zod a great villain. He isn't just a Flash villain, he's also a Girl Superman villain. But during this battle, it gets very intense. Both Batman and Girl Superman are killed, which is why I have to say this movie might be hard to watch for those who get sensitive around the subject matter of death.
I didn't want her to die!
Let's
sounds a little dark for you.
This is the darkest superhero film by a mile. This makes Logan look like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And at the end of the movie, I'm pretty sure they create some sort of time problem which led to them meeting Savitar or older Flash, whose motivation is classified. And that's why this movie is brilliant, because I was falling asleep at this point of the film. I love how the Flash introduced the concept of being able to watch it on DVD or streaming, because so you can rewind what you missed, just like the plot of the movie itself. Because before The Flash came out, you had to watch every movie in the theaters, and rewatchability wasn't an option. So not only was The Flash a life-changing masterpiece, but its existence changed the way we watch movies too. So at the end of the movie, Barry changes the time back to normal by not grabbing tomatoes. But guess what? The universe he is in now has George Clooney's Batman. I need to finish this review up. The Flash was an experience unlike any other. It was a brilliant time travel masterpiece that has complex characters, including fantastic new villains. It's not afraid to get dark unlike any other movies. And my god, the CGI. I was rewatching Blade Runner 2049 the other day, and I thought to myself, yeah, sure, the effects are good for its time, but it's aged now, especially when compared to movies like The Flash. That's why the government and studios like Warner Brothers, no, not Warner Brothers, Disney, they were all behind everything so they could, intentionally make it fail. I think Kevin Feige might have been behind some of it as well. The writers' actors' strike happened, guys. So I believe it was a warning to the film industry. Make better movies. Make more movies like The Flash, otherwise cinema will be over, guys. So that is why The Flash is the greatest movie ever made.